This video idea was brought to you by Raquel, a very good friend of mine, and I got to thank her for this video idea. So let's just get to it. Good day everybody, this is Desert Survival, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to find your camp again after when you leave it. Let's say if you are in the desert and your car breaks down, let's just say that, and you decide to cross the desert and it's a little bit too hot, and you decided to make camp somewhere and decide to try and go for help or find water or whatever the case it is for you to leave your camp. I'm going to teach you how to find your camp again, because trust me, it is extremely easy to lose direction out here. So let's just get to it. Okay everybody, so I just left my camp and there is the marker I just made over there. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. It's a bit of a log stood up, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide to go downhill or uphill or across. Now over here I can see a berm or a ridge just over here, and so if I was lost I would want to try and get to high ground and try and find out where I'm at. And as you can see, it isn't easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where my camp is with a big arrow. You want to be able to see it, and I'm going to make a mental note that my camp going downhill is on my left hand side. Also, I've got this log here which I can use as a reference, and to make it stick up a little more, if you've got the strength, make it stick out. So if you can lift it up, and I'm going to just make it stick out like that. So now I've got 1, 2 markers, but I want to get to that ridge over there. So let's do it. Now comes the fun part. As you can see, this is going to be difficult. So the first things first, I'm going to take a stick. I'm going to start dragging a line. I'm not going to be spending forever dragging this line. So what I'm doing, I'm dragging a line behind me. And I'm going to go as perpendicular as possible. I'm also going to make a landmark for myself before I go too far. I'm going to take that tree over here, and don't think you can see it, but there's a tree over there which I'm going to head for. So I'm going to memorize these 2 trees and that tree over there, and again I'm just going to be scraping the stick on the ground behind me. Now I do apologise, may want to skip this bit because quite honestly it's going to take a little bit of time getting across all of this. So there's our tree, and there's our line. Almost there. Now I got to a wash. I want to make absolute sure that it is well marked. And I'm actually going to use some of these rocks over here. And you know, you don't want to be spending too long out in the sun. If you are out in the sun, so, and bear in mind, these rocks are hot to pick up. They are hot, so just keep that in mind. So there's our marker, and that goes all the way over there. And as you can see, the likelihood of us seeing a landmark from here is almost impossible. However, we got those landmarks over there, so let's memorize those 3 trees. Now we can't go through here, so here I am. I'm now away from my camp, and I'm making a mental detail. I'm going upstream, up the hill, and this is very, very important. Very, very important, because you want to know if you're going uphill or downhill. And funny enough, people actually get that wrong. And what I'm looking for is a break in the actual foliage, which I don't think I'm going to get. And give you an idea, it is around about 95 degrees, so I'm losing water all the time. And you know, this is how the desert works. This is probably the wash which we just hiked across all through that foliage over to that tree over there. So, but I'm playing the Lost Hiker, and I honestly don't know where. I'm going to pretend I actually do not know where I am, but I actually do know where I am. Just as a little caveat. Now, I've already made a mistake, but I can rectify that. I didn't mark off where I came out, and if that was at night time, I could just probably just carry on straight down there and find my camp, or I could go through there. Either way, I should have marked it, and that's a mistake on my behalf, but I will memorize this. And if you can't memorize it, mark it. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm getting over something, and no, it isn't COVID. So I'm looking for a break, and it looks like I've got one here, probably a cattle path. And then again, I'm heading towards the berm over there, so I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'll see you over there.